I didn't know anybody here. I made some inquiries before I left the United States about several people, and I interviewed 4 or 5 guys and hired Glenn Boswell, who was the coordinator on the first picture, and the team that he's brought to the movie has been fantastic.
I brought back some of the crew from the first film, and I also brought back some new guys that I'd been working with since the last Matrix, which was about over the last 2 or 3 years.
Those guys are crazy.
The Australians and the Americans have been having a great time on this. Initially, we were sort of a bit sceptical. We thought, oh, the Americans come over, how are we going to get along with them, blah, blah, blah. But it couldn't have been better. Even after 12 months, we still like each other.
I think they're great. I mean, there's a lot of talent here. The enthusiasm level is fantastic, and they're on their own. I mean, again, one person can't do this picture. So Glenn is definitely running his department alongside me.
I think what we need to do next is rig up our 2-to-1, take this up, and try our takeoffs.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Just get up there and shorten that. Yeah, shorten that as much as you can. So we go straight up and down pull. This time around, it turned out we had the wire team and they had the stunt department. And then we had riggers that would float between the stunt department and the wire team. The wire team took care of the fight work and the kung fu work and the flying within the kung fu scenes, whereas the stunt department did the wire work and the action outside the kung fu. Initially, one of the biggest shots that we do is the opening shot when all the 4 gentlemen here have to take off out of shot at the same time. And Bobby, who's actually on a rig we developed with the Americans called the Super Core rig, could tell you a bit about that?
It's a gimbal type rig with an arm in the front, and inside there's a ring inside a ring, and you can run around and turn any way on the roof, up, down, left, right, while firing guns. It's pretty cool.
Actually, the reason we developed that is to give actual mass to what we do, so there's actually an interaction between the character and the surface we're working with, so it's not light or they don't pendulum away from it, but they actually impact the surfaces as they run up. For instance, when Bobby ran up on the pillar and then on the roof, and we always gave him positive, so he's actually working against the ceiling and the wall, and that's how we've been trying to develop all this action in this whole coat check room.
The best way is to slam me into that hole.
Action. And action. The track system we've developed evolved really out of all the things we originally tried to do over the last 2 months. Just because we've got a ceiling piece, we're always looking up and we always see the ceilings.
The track that we're actually using, which is just up in the ceiling here, is actually a yachting track, which is used on the 12-metre skiffs. And the cars that we use on this particular track are designed to run freely with ball bearings, so we can pull them and move them quite quickly along the track. We can configure them with pulleys for our flying systems, or with single dropper lines, so that we can be fixed and then just run on a single cable.
Alex has to do a move. We actually cartwheels along the top of the roof, using the grid as an impact to push off and keep his momentum going.
Basically, I'm picked from either side here, if you can see. I have going up to 2 cars, which run along 2 tracks. And I can't really touch this piece very much at all, otherwise it will crack, so it makes it quite difficult. And also I'm in a gas mask as well, so I don't really have much peripheral vision.
I have to kick this guy and he goes through the wall and he gets stuck into the wall. And every time I did the kick, I had my eyes closed until they said he was okay.
Let's go up with Carrie Ann.
Why is he pointing at his head?
That means I'm fine.
I thought he was saying my head.
It's a diving signal that says I'm all right.
They're just a great group of guys. I never knew stuntmen until this film, and stuntmen and stuntwomen are very, very special people. You okay?
Yeah, fine.